Hey, what's up YouTube? On this video, we're going to review a set of lock picks here. This was sent to me by lockpickpros.com, and this is their carbon fiber special lock picking set. And I'll drop a link in the description so you can check this out. And I'll go over what all it comes with real quick here. We got the clear training padlock. And then we got a assortment of tension wrenches, hooks, and rakes. I'm going to go over the rakes first. And if you're doing any kind of practical lock picking, like, locksmithing or anything, raking is going to be your number one thing you're going to be doing. So I'm going to show you the rakes we got here first. A couple of wave rakes. Top one more aggressive than the middle one, and then we got the double one. This one here is actually one of my favorite kind of rakes to use. Then we've got our snowman for picking wafer locks. Not sure what to call this here. Just another kind of a little pick, I guess. And then as far as our hooks go, I've got a Euro hook, and then just hooks of different depths here. And then the last but not least, as far as picks go, got a little kind of a half diamond here. And tension tools, these are all kind of top of the keyway tension for the most part. There's none of like the wiper inserts, but just be honest, you could probably get some new wipers for your car. You probably need them anyway, and you can just take the metal out of those if you wanted to make a wiper blade tension wrench. But as far as the top of the keyway ones go, let me find one of them here. So this one right here, we've got 90 degree and no teeth on it. And then they're all marked to, if I get the camera to focus here, of what thickness here. This one's 0.8 millimeters thick. I got the L shape here. And this one is what I would actually use for bottom of the keyway tension, which is what you're going to be probably using if you're going to be raking. So this one would be real good for that. And then as far as the rest of these go, so these are all going to be the same style. They're just going to be different thicknesses. All the way up top, we got the big dog there, the 1.2 millimeter. We got 1 millimeter, 0.8, and 0.7. And we got the long and the short end, of course. And these all have the little, lose that one here. These all have the little teeth on them. Kind of tough to see in the video, but they do all have the little teeth on them. Here's when you insert it in the lock. It's got a little something to grab. And then the last one here, this one is 0.7 millimeters. And it's this one here. Just ends in a flat and doesn't have any teeth on it. So that's your different tension wrenches for top of the keyway. And, you can use them for bottom of the keyway as well. And now we'll talk about here why they call these the carbon fiber set, and it's because the handles are actually carbon fibers. You probably figured out just looking at them. And whenever I'm looking at lock picks, no matter what brand they are, the first thing I'm always interested in is the handles. If you're picking a lot of locks or spending a lot of time picking locks for fun or work, the handle to me is real important. Keep if your fingers start getting sore or blisters, then the handles are no good. I have spent some time using these, a couple hours over a week or so. And the handles I find are really comfortable. I actually like them quite a bit. And then also the shank on these, it's stainless steel. Doesn't bend real easy. I've picked a lot of locks with these so far and haven't bent any of them. So I think they're pretty high quality. And last but not least, here we do have the clear training lock, which these are pretty easy to pick. I don't know how useful they are to actually teach you how to pick locks, but they are kind of neat to see how a lock actually works and how a key and a pick interacts with the lock. I'll get it open real quick here, and then we'll show you what I'm talking about with the keys that are right now locked on the shackle so I don't lose them. Let's pop it open real quick here. And then with the actual key, you can just see right here, we've got all the driver pins up top there. And when the key goes in, you'll see them some go too high, and then they actually will drop back down. And now they're all lined up on the shear line. Then with it actually turned, you can see your key pins that are actually at the shear line. And I got some other videos on the channel, a lot of other people do too, of how locks actually work. But this kind of just a cool way to actually visualize what's actually going on in the lock. So anyway, that's enough to kind of talking about it here. Let me get into actually picking some locks. And for starters here, we'll pick one of my all-time favorite locks, which is an American 1100. And this one is pinned 5. There's our key right there. And I'm going to be using flat bar. It's going to be a 1.2 millimeter, so I can get a shot of that here. And then the hook profile that we're going to be using here is just this real short hook. Should be just fine. And top of the keyway tension, we got the short and long end of the tension bar. We're going to use the long end. And you're going to put it in there, get it all the way snugged up, and then kind of, I like to kind of pull it back just a hair, just to make sure it's not sitting on that first pin. And we'll apply some tension to the lock here. And we'll just go through and just kind of look for binders here. So start on one and just work our way back. So click on 3, 4, 5. And these locks, one reason why they're one of my favorites here is they do have serrated pins and spools, so you get some nice false sets. And sometimes you got to pick pins more than once here if you're just clicking up serrations. All right, now we got one of a false set here, speak of the devil. Nice little false set, so we just got to go look for the spool pin. And when we find it, we'll get some counter rotation, and we should get the lock open here. So I'm kind of applying heavy tension now, and go push on the pins until I feel counter rotation, which I'm feeling now. And it's going to rotate back, and we'll set it, and we have an open. So there's an American lock, single pin picked, and now we'll go move on to something else. And the next lock we'll open here is going to be a Master Lock 570, and I'm going to use bottom of the keyway tension. Now we got the L-shaped tension bar here, 0.8 millimeters, and this is what I think you'd want to use for any raking you're going to be doing with bottom of the keyway tension. This is going to be your probably easiest one to use for bottom of the keyway tension that's in this kit. So I'm going to just insert it in the bottom. And I'm going to try to put some tension on it and get my wrist turned here where I can hopefully film what I'm doing because we're making a video, right? And I'm going to use this pick here. It's like a double hump here. And see if we can get it in there and kind of rake or kind of rock this guy open here. Yeah, look at that. That easy. Popped it right open. There's our Master Lock 570. And I think next year we'll try to see if we can rake open possibly maybe a Quickset doorknob. So we'll take a shot at this Quickset doorknob here, and it is locked. I don't have a key to it, so I don't know what the bitting is. And we're going to again use this flat L-shaped tension tool here, the 0.08. And I'm going to give this awesome looking rake a try. And keep knocking my sign there. Alright, so like I said, it is locked, and this should unlock towards, I guess it's going to be counterclockwise. See if we can get the tension tool in there. So it doesn't quite want to fit on the long side, so let me try the short side. Alright, so it's in there. I got tension up with my thumb here, so let's go ahead and so we can get the rake in there. And kind of just give it the business and see if we can get it to unlock. A little reset here. And there we go. So pin 1 was holding us up here, and I just tapped it there and I put it back in. So now I actually got this guy unlocked. That's that awesome rake there. And let's see if I can go find any other locks that we can pick real quick, or just try out some of these other rakes and stuff there. And we'll try raking open this little Brinks Pad Lock, little 4-pin lock with the Master Lock M1 keyway. And we got this other this tension bar here too. It's curved there. It's not like an L, but it it still doesn't have any teeth on it or serration, so it should work for bottom of the keyway also. This one's going to be 0.7 millimeters thick. And this one might have been a better one to use on the Quickset actually, but we'll try it on this one. So go ahead and insert it in. And I'm going to go back to this this rake here, little 2 hump here, and see if we can get this guy open here. I'm just trying to zip it. And there we go. So got that guy raked open here. Add it to the bone pile. And I think I got one more lock I'll try to pick on this here, and then I'll maybe just give my final thoughts on it and wrap the video. And the last lock we'll pick here is this guard padlock here. It's kind of a big heavy one, and use this profile pick, and I'm going to use actually the 1 millimeter flat bar, and you can see that on here. 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 You can see that on here And we'll see if we can actually just single pin pick it. Now this one I don't have a key to either, so I don't know what the key looks like or what the bitting is on it. But locked up here, and we'll just apply some tension, and we'll go through here and just see if we can just single pin pick it open. Always crucial, make sure you get the pin 1, right behind your tension bar. Everything's already turned pretty far here, so this should just be one holding us up. So we can just find whatever's binding here. And there we go. So there's that one single pin picked as it shot my tension bar out of there. And I think that's all the locks we're going to pick here. I'm going to head over to my other desk here and we'll wrap this video up. And to put a bow on this, we pick a small pile of locks here, so you know the picks do actually work if you got the little bit of ability to use them. And as far as the picks themselves go, I do like the shafts here. They're stainless steel. They're not going to bend really. They don't feel like, even if you're new to picking and kind of rough on your picks, I don't think you'll bend and break these. Handles are pretty comfortable and also provide plenty of feedback. Again, they're not real sharp, don't make your fingers sore or anything. Case I like that it comes with. It's got a little magnetic clasp on it, and will hold all the picks, and you could probably even add a few more to it if you had some other just random picks you wanted to throw in there. I think you'd be okay doing that. And don't really have too much more to add to this. The link's going to be in the description. Please make sure you check it out. And if you guys have any questions or comments, like always, put them in the comments. And till next time, we'll talk to everybody later.